I want to start by saying this video is going to have some profanity. So, fair warning, if you are offended by profanity, do not listen to this. I overheard a conversation yesterday that threw me into a Vietnam flashback. Now, I never served in Vietnam, I never served in the military, but you get the gist. Somebody was talking to somebody else while checking out at a store. Well, anyway, let me just do this. Several years ago, when I was still working, there was this guy who was the most frightening bore I have ever been around in my life. And he was telling this story about Thanksgiving. We were going somewhere, and I happened to mention, this was a couple of days after Thanksgiving, and I happened to mention, hey, somebody brought, I think it was a Marie Callender's pecan pie, and I had a piece of that, and that was one of the best pecan pies I ever had. That's all I said about pecan pies. This guy then proceeded to tell us about his pecan pie story. He said, well, I was at my son-in-law's house for Thanksgiving, and we were sitting around watching the Green Bay-Chicago game, and about midway through the second quarter, I got hungry for some dessert, so I went in the kitchen. Yes, he talked with that accent. I went in the kitchen, and man, they had a spread in there. They had cakes and cookies and everything and pies, and so I got me a piece of pecan pie. And damn, that was the best pecan pie I'd ever had. I went back in there to watch the game, and then after halftime, got about midway in the third quarter, and I thought to myself, man, I think I'm going to have me another piece of that pecan pie. So I got up, sliced me another piece. So I ate that, and I was full, and Betty and I, when we were driving home, I told her, boy, that was the best pecan pie I ever had. And she said, why, your daughter made that pie. What in the fuck is wrong with people? Why not just say, I had a piece of pecan pie this Thanksgiving, and my daughter made it. It was the best I ever had. We had to hear about your fucking game and how many fucking pieces of pecan pie you had. What is it with these people who think everything that comes out of their mouth is profound, earth-shattering, and fascinating? Here's another way. They did this a couple of days later. You know, I got me a grandbaby boy who's 8 months old, and he hadn't been sick one day. Woo! 8 months old, hadn't been sick one day. Oh, God. God help us. God help us. There's so many frightening, boring people. Oh, my God. And yes, I have anger issues. Yes, I tend to get truculent at times. Why am I letting all this shit bother me? Just stuff is driving me crazy. Anyway, this because I heard a boring story the other day in the store, brought that back, and it was a horrifying memory.